Hey family, peace and love to all. I wanted to do a quick video and just touch on some certain things that I normally don't talk about. But may some of these other symptoms of spiritual awakening, um, may the words that are coming out of my mouth, may many of you resonate truth with it. And I do give all the Most High God all the praise. And I'm grateful to be here to make another video and to allow my light to shine. Um, Family, you know how I've been telling you about my spiritual awakening and all the little signs and the symptoms of all the different experiences that I've been having um, this past year and a half, shall I say? And by and by, you know, just when I'm thinking I am adjusting, all of a sudden, these frequencies from out there in the universe, they they they're coming down here. This frequency of light. They're hitting, many of us, and yeah, it can affect you in a lot of ways. And I know a lot of you don't understand what I'm coming from when I'm talking about these frequencies, but there is this wave of energy that's hitting Mother Earth for whatever reason, and many of us can feel this energy, and it has a lot to do with being unplugged and from the matrix, and that's why many of you are waking up. Life as you know it is different. It's still the same, but you're seeing things differently now, and you're more sensitive. You're real sensitive to people, to energy. You can sense energy now, and I don't know about you, but I can only speak for myself. Family, now I am noticing when I'm holding electronic devices, they're turning off. Yes, electronic devices that are full. The battery is full. There's nothing wrong with them. Now I'm noticing when I'm holding my phone. It could be my phone, or it could be my tablet, my Samsung tablet. Yeah, I can be holding it, and all of a sudden it will just turn off for no reason. I mean turn completely off. And when I try to turn it back on, I will notice the battery is fine, it's full, but the device will turn off. I've been having a lot of issues with electronic devices lately. That's interesting. I don't know if it has anything to do with the buildup of energy that's surrounding me, that's flowing through me. But I've never had that experience before. Now, before I was awakened, when I was still asleep, inside the box, shall I say, operating in the third dimension, I wasn't having any of these experiences whatsoever. I wasn't seeing anything weirdly. I wasn't having any kind of paranormal experiences, and definitely, I wasn't having any experiences with my devices turning off. But yeah, I'm starting to experience that as well. And I did mention to your family, my mom, well, our family dog, her name is Sheba, and she's a Bichon. And we've had her for quite a while now. I think she was about in her dog years. Well, I just say she's about 11 years old. And anyway, we've had her for quite some time now. But my mom feeds this dog. My mom, Sheba sleeps in my mom's room. Sheba knows who her master is, okay? Uh, Before I came into the spiritual awakening, Sheba would just come to me and let me rub her and go on by her business, walk off and basically be at my mother's feet. Wherever my mother sit, she would sit by her feet because that's her master. She's the one that takes care of her. She's the one that feeds her. Well, since I came to the spiritual awakening, whatever Sheba, we all know that dogs can sense. They're more psychic, shall I say. Dogs, animals, period, cats, they have a way of having this sense, this psychic sense. They can hear things we don't hear from a distance, and they can see things that we normally cannot see. But I truly believe that she's noticing I'm changing, and she picks up on that energy. And the point I'm trying to say is now Sheba is around me more than my mama. I do not feed her, and I don't even call her to me. I don't say, "Come here, Sheba. Come here." I don't do any of that. When I'm in my room, I cannot tell you how many times she comes in my room. You know, I can be thinking about her for whatever reason. She'll come in my room as though she has read my thoughts. But it's just it's crazy. But I'm getting an understanding. I know what's causing it. I just find it very fascinating. She's picking up on the fact that I'm changing, and she's picking up on the energy that's around me. Whatever's going on, she likes it. She's around me more than my mother. She's pretty much when I'm sitting down, and my mom is not that far from me. Instead of her sitting at my mother's feet, she's sitting at my feet. Isn't that interesting? I thought I'd just throw that at you, family. I don't know if any of you noticing animals behaving differently towards you, but yeah, that's interesting. But like I say, it's been times I can be in my room, and for some reason I think about her, and I just test, not just test whatever this gift is. I test it, and I be thinking to myself, Sheba, come here, Sheba. Can you hear me? Come here, Sheba. I'm saying this in my head. Before I know it, less than 5 minutes, here she come. Here she coming in my room. She'll jump. She'll stand up on her two hind legs, and I'll rub her, and then she'll run on out the room. But I just thought that was interesting. I thought that was very interesting. And another thing that I wanted to talk about before that I didn't share with you, family, when I was telling you about my eyes evolving, I will say this. I don't know if many of you have experienced this yet, but I want to go ahead and share it real quick. Um, think back when you start noticing changes in your eyes. Think back before you start really noticing the changes. Have you ever waken up one morning and you look in the mirror, you know, you just look in the mirror and your eyes look red, like you got the pink eye. I mean, they're blotch red, like this white area in my eye, it's just red. Have you ever had that experience before? Before you start seeing things? Um, I will say this, and this is my testimony. This was like a while back. I don't know how far back, maybe about 5 or 6 months ago, but this is before I really, really started, seeing things. Um, I woke up one morning, went to the restroom, and this happened in the middle of the night, actually. I probably say it was after maybe 3 o'clock. I went to the restroom, and I stood up, washed my hands, and looked in the mirror. My eyes was just red. All around here was just red. And it stood out because it looked it as if my eyes were irritated. It looked very irritated. And then in the way I'm moving my eyeball like this, I couldn't do that. I could not move my eyeball. I could not move my eyeball. They were just stiff, and it scared me. It scared me because they looked at blood red, as if my eyeballs were not getting air. You know, as if I would say maybe something was going on eternally with my eyes as far as them not receiving oxygen. That's what the point I'm trying to make. And it scared me. I was like, what in the world? You know, what's wrong with me? You know, it kind of scared me. And I kept looking in the mirror, and I could not do this. You know, a lot of you know I have big eyes. You know, I'm constantly stretching my eyes. I could not do this at all. I mean, they were just stiff, and it was just blood red. And it scared me so bad. So I drank some water, and I kept doing this to my eye. You know, and all of a sudden my eyes started to tear up a little bit, and I kept doing this right here, fanning my eyes. You know, just I don't know. I don't know why I thought that would help, but it was comforting to me while I was doing it. But I was doing like this, and all of a sudden, it's like oxygen started to come back to my eyes. They didn't look as red; they started looking pinkish looking, and it started to clear up a little bit. But it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me, and I noticed after that day, I noticed my sight just changed. Well, a couple of weeks back, and I'm only saying this because I know now what I didn't know then. A couple of weeks back, I asked my higher self because I thought back on that incident because I noticed from after that incident things really took off as far as you know how I've been seeing differently. I'm seeing things. I mean, I'm really seeing more things that I was seeing before. But anyway, I have found out from my higher self because I wanted to know. I asked my higher self, I said, you know, I'm noticing I'm changing, I am evolving, definitely within, and my eyes are evolving. I said, does this have anything to do with my star family coming around me? You know, had they tampered with my eyes in any way? I was told yes. Whatever that means, yeah. Back then, when they beam me up, they had did something with my eyes. So a lot of the activities going on within my eyes, um, they could be implants in my eyes. Whatever's going on, it's pretty much like a upgrade, DNA upgrade. But I have noticed changes in my eyes. I mean, even now when I look, you know, in the camera, uh, you know, you can. I don't know. A lot of you have paid any attention, but I don't have my camera on negative. With negative, I can really see the changes. But just looking regular. Um, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but certain part of my eyes look brighter than other areas. It's like right in here is real bright, right up in here is real bright. It's just certain areas that look real bright. But anyway, when I put my camera on negative, you know, what's light is dark and what's dark is light. And you can see a lot of activities going on. You can see the blinking of lights. You see all this stuff, all this weird stuff that would, you know, normally freak you out. I'm not freaked out because it's not like I'm feeling something moving in my eye. I don't. My eyes feel normal, but it's just that I'm noticing, you know, the changes in my eyes. You know, I see differently now compared to what I wasn't seeing before, and it's just crazy. But anyway, that's what I was told by my higher self that it ain't just me, it's other people as well. But it has a lot to do with our star family. Um, like I say, Most High God, He's up to something new. His children comes in all flavor, all color. You know, even the ones you think that's weird. You know, it's not about the outer appearance; it's about what's inside the heart, and that's a beautiful thing. That's what God looks at, the heart. So I just wanted to share that because I don't know if many of you have noticed that about your eyes. You know, you just happen to notice that you had an incident one day that your eyes were really red, and you didn't know what to make of that. You know, but that had happened to me a while back, and so it you know, I mean, everybody is evolving differently, but we are evolving, and the due to us raising our frequency, and we're changing. I mean, you can't help but change. And everybody is evolving fearfully and wonderfully made in God's eyes. So I just wanted to share that with you. Many people are born with gifts coming in. I'm sure maybe I just had greatness that was dormant within me that I didn't know I had. All of a sudden God is bringing it to the surface. So and then a lot of you, you're evolving, and a lot of it is due to your ancestor. You don't know what was going on before you got here. You don't know how their DNA was tampered with the star family, because like I said, all star family are not fallen angels. You have some that are benevolent. They are on a higher frequency, on a higher plane, and of course we know we have the fallen ones. But please know, don't be worrying about, oh, I got fallen angel DNA in me. When you get to that point of knowing, you ask your higher self, and your higher self will be honest with you, and it will let you know what's going on with you. And as far as the DNA, it will let you know. But you need to get to that point of come to a place of knowing when God bless you with that gift. Yeah, find out for yourself. That's not for me to tell you, um, but find out for yourself. And 'cause that's what I did. I asked. I wanted to know. And no matter what you find out, don't look at it being a negative thing if you find out that your DNA is being tampered with as far as uh, the Star family. I mean, they're doing what they're doing for whatever reason. But if it's for your highest good, if good is coming out of it, don't worry about what people say. You just keep having love in your heart and walk in a place of love and light and be a light to this world. Represent God. Be His child, and just be a service to others. Because we're not really here just for us. We're here for each other, so we can spiral up, so we can rise below this third dimension, because that's what it is. It's a box. It's a matrix. And and even the ones who are waking up, we're trying to wake our brothers and sisters up by just giving our testimony. We can't force anything on people, but people, if they want to have an ear to hear, yeah, it helps. Because before I got to this point and I was closed off, I was in that third dimension thinking in that box. I was still curious about a lot of this stuff, and I was watching a lot of these videos. And you know something? These videos do open up a window, shall I say? It gives a person something to think about, and what they do with the information that they get, that's on them. They can dismiss it, or they can apply it to their lives and start exercising the knowledge that they're receiving, so they can better themselves, so they can start spiraling up. Because everyone that's in that third dimension way of thinking, you don't have to stay there. Many people choose to stay there, and that's okay. Can't help everybody now. This ain't for everybody. It's for the ones who do want to raise up, raise their vibration and come out of this right here. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you, family. Like I say, anything, um, however you may feel about this DNA upgrade, people look at it differently. Everybody don't really see it as a good thing. Oh, well, you're not of God. Oh, you evolving. That's not of God. Really, family. Really, family. The supreme being. He's not of this world. Christ, he wasn't of this world. He came just for a short time to visit, but he wasn't of this world. I say embrace who you are. Embrace what you are. Don't worry about what people think, because remember, the Most High God made good and evil, and he can take anything that the enemy meant for your harm and turn it around for your good. Believe that. I'm a living testimony. Well, I'm going to go for now. I thank you for checking me out. I love you in Christ. And like I say, embrace your gifts, embrace them, and use them for good. That's the key thing. And all of these experiences, you know, just go with the flow one day at a time. If the energies get too overwhelming for you, just ask God to help you. Just pray about it. You know, if they're becoming too overwhelming, because a lot of these symptoms, these spiritual awakening symptoms, they can be very uncomfortable. You know, one minute you wake up, you're aching. It's the energy. It's the frequencies. One minute you wake up, you're aching. You feel like you've been exercising and you ain't did anything. You know, your knees start hurting, your back, your back be hurting. I have had a lot of that. You know, my back bothering me. You know, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why is my back hurting? These are all part of the spiritual awakening signs. So if you've been aching, family, yeah, it's all part of it. Just go with the flow, pop your little pain medicine, and keep on keeping on. You will be just fine. Some of you might have a lot of these flu symptoms. I had some a while back. I don't know if you remember. I got sick a while back, but this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Just know you're not alone. You're not crazy, and this too shall pass. So I'm getting ready to go. I thank you for checking me out, and bye for now. And this too shall pass.